All right, welcome back, everybody. It is a term that we can't seem to escape in 2025. Artificial intelligence has become an everyday tool for some of us, and for others, it's totally intimidating. I don't know anything about it.
Right. Although I think we're using it more than you realize. Tim Warner is a seasoned AI expert, nearly 30 years of experience. Do they even have AI back there? He's joining us to talk about ways that you can start using AI to optimize your life, improve your productivity without the need for tech expertise or even a big budget. Thanks so much for being with us.
Well, glad to be here, Scott and Kara. Thank you so much for having me today.
All right, so Tim, how do we turn AI into a personal assistant for us? I want to know this because I need help.
Okay, I'll give you the elevator pitch, what I've been telling my students for the last little long while now that Gen AI's been around. I would challenge you that the next time you go to search Google, let's say, or Wikipedia, which if y'all are like me, that's an everyday occurrence.
Yeah.
Use the AI instead and see what happens, and see if perhaps the results are more personalized to you and actually get you where you need to be faster than before. Really, starting simply like that.
Like what? Like go to ChatGPT and put your question in there instead?
Right, exactly. Where as I might go to Google to think, what's all this my daughter keeps saying about the Magnus Protocol being such a great podcast? You know, I can still use search engines and still use Wiki, but these generative AIs like ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot have been trained on the same public internet that Google and Bing have. So they have the same info largely, but they can more custom fit their responses to you.
Tim, I don't even, Kara was just telling me, I don't even know how to do it. You put it in your browser, ChatGPT, how do you?
ChatGPT.com, but there's others, right? We all know that one, but there's others that I mean, for studying, I'm seeing that you could load all your notes in and it'll help you create practice tests.
Right. And I do that in my field all the time in IT, teaching IT certifications. We're early days with this. Let me step back for just a second really quickly. Because I've been in the industry so long, I've seen this disruption happen over and over again. Mobile computing, cloud computing, the World Wide Web, personal computing. I know I'm missing some trends. And I see Gen AI as the same thing. It's awkward at first. And this year, more than any other, we're going to be hit in the face with Gen AI no matter where we turn. ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, GitHub Copilot, those are just the biggest vendors. But it's a huge Wild West now. And that's why I'm here, because I'm a teacher and I want to help everybody, whether you're an IT pro or not, understand and pierce hype balloons and get comfortable with what's actually going on with Gen AI.
Tim, I got to give you a lot of credit because you're not 20 and you're on top of this game here. How did you do How did you do this?
You know what? A series of happy accidents. I've always been curious, and I've been in IT since '97, and I've always been a generalist. And I've seen friends over the years specialize, and I've always been a generalist, but I've followed the trends, you see. So all those trends I rattled off, I was there active in them. And that's what I'm doing right now with Gen AI. You're right. I'm 54 years of age. I'm a lot older and slower than I was before. But yeah, it's just as simple as that. It's a culture of always learning.
Okay.
I guess I take that for granted in a sense, being in IT, because tech moves fast, and now these AI chatbots even faster yet.
I'm going to give you a question in 30 seconds because we're at the end of the show. But let's say you're a mom and you need to do a meal plan. You could do that.
Right, I do that all the time. For example, I have a ChatGPT assistant that helps me with meal and grocery planning, and not only can help find the foods that my daughter and I most like, but knows the map of our local Publix and can round up everything for me. This is science fiction-ish, but it is what we'll see more and more this year.
Tim, we can't thank you enough for being on the show.
Again,
come back.
I'm happy to help.
Come back.
Anytime. Thanks for having me, Scott and Kara.
Yeah,
we
need more help. Thank you, Tim. All right.
I don't know if you need it. I need it.
I just started playing around. We have all the breaking news and weather that you need on Eyewitness News at 4 just ahead.